Heartburn, indigestion, a burning sensation in your chest. Sound familiar? You're not alone. This is a story of many. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Vikas Sangotra. Welcome to eBlosis, where we make wellness simple and effective. Imagine you just had a delicious big meal. Maybe simple spicy biryani or cheesy pizza. But then it hits. That burns. But why? So we will understand that today while we learn about most misunderstood digestive issues, acid reflux and the food causing it. So ready? Let's get started. So first of all, we need to understand the root cause behind acid reflux. Though I have discussed about in my previous videos, here we will understand in detail how Ayurveda understand about the root cause behind the food which causes acid reflux and why they causes acid reflux. So according to Ayurvedic principle, the understanding of food is beyond understanding macro and the micronutrients. And with macro and the micronutrients, I mean understanding food beyond the lens of proteins, carbs, or we talk about minerals, or we talk about fat. How Ayurveda understands it? Ayurveda understands it more about the bioenergies of the food, how it impacts our body post digestion. That is a key. So post digestion, whether it is heating, whether it's a cooling or drying, and many other properties, they make a huge impact on your body. So what are you eating makes your body is totally based upon this concept. That is how food's bioenergies are post digestion. To understand that, the fundamental principle of Ayurveda, which states, it's one of the universal law of Ayurveda that talks about Sarvada Sarvabhavana Samanya Vriddhi Karanam. So what does it mean? So it translates that which is similar increases similarity and is always the cause of growth. So that explains that food with oily, hot and sharp properties can aggravate Pitta dosha, which has these sharp, hot and liquid qualities. The stomach is a primary home of a Pitta dosha. When Pitta dosha becomes vitiated, especially in conjunction with Vata dosha, it leads to imbalance that can cause acidity. At the same time, when Vata is high, this movement energy takes that heat, that hot properties, that sharp properties along with Vata dosha. So as we understood that the Vata dosha with its mobile qualities can disrupt the balance further by causing an upward movement of this heat from the stomach. So that's how we understand this upward movement result in the heat being pushed toward the chest, causing burning sensation, reflux. So this indicates that your digestive system is in the need of a balance and harmony. So we're going to understand the common causes which lead to acid reflux. So the first of all, the food that aggravate Pitta and the Vata dosha. As I have discussed in many of my other videos, that tea and coffee is the culprit. Yes, that's true. So these hot beverages can increase heat in your stomach, and the warming properties of steaming cup of a tea or a coffee can vitiate acid reflux by intensifying stomach heat. So here when we talk about tea, you can take herbal teas which are cooling in nature, so they don't aggravate your acid reflux. But the tea, if you are taking, that can increase the drying and the heating properties, as well as coffee can lead to increased acid reflux. So another important culprit here is a fried food. When we see Pitta, so I'm talking about your Pitta dosha is vitiated. So the Pitta dosha or a Vata dosha, these are understood with the qualities they have. Oily is one properties of a Pitta dosha. Hot is another properties of Pitta dosha. So if you are taking a fried food, so foods like greasy burgers and crispy fries are cooked in a heated oil. So heated oil, these are the properties of Pitta dosha. So when you're taking too much of it, which increases the oily properties of a Pitta dosha, this can worsen acid reflux by further disturbing your digestive balance. Next is your spicy food. So why spicy food is a cause of acid reflux? We understand that way adding extra chili or enjoying a spicy meal can significantly increase the heat in your stomach. This intense heat from this food can amplify the burning sensation associated with acid reflux. So it's like we did similar increases, similar the fundamental principle of Ayurveda, which talks about Sarvada Samanya Vriddhi Karanam. So that's what this principle makes us understand, that more you're putting similar properties, more you're increasing similar properties. So that's how the spicy, the greasy, the hot, and all these food items are responsible for your acid reflux. So another important factor which I want to talk about is refined sugar. So consuming sugary snacks and drinks can also upset your stomachs. Yes, that's true. Ever felt bloated after a sugary soda? The imbalance caused by excessive sugar can contribute to reflux symptoms. So next is processed food. How can we forget about processed food? Because as the name suggests, processed. So items such as canned soups or frozen dinners often contain preservatives. So that can irritate your stomachs and aggravate acid reflux. Many of the sauces and condiments which we did talk about in other videos too. So if you're taking too much of a tomato ketchup, you're taking too much of barbecue sauces or mustard sauces or mayonnaise or other tangy spicy condiments, these all are oily, sharp and hot and penetrating properties. So when we talk about oily is a snigdham, sharp is a tikshanam, hot is a ushanam, all these properties are the properties of pitta dosha. So what you are doing, more you are putting these ketchup, barbecue sauces, mustard sauces into your salad dressing or your sandwich, what are you doing? You're putting more and more of a spicy, hot, sharp, penetrating properties. So what happens? This increases pitta dosha in your body, so that contribute to acid reflux due to their acidic nature. Ayurveda do talk about many tastes which are responsible for this. 6 category of a taste is given. Out of that, sour, salty, these are responsible. Pungent, these are the responsible taste for increasing acid reflux. So when I talk about sour taste, so sour taste food like too much of a lemon, too much of a vinegar, these increases acidity in the stomach. And if you talk about more of a lemon you're putting into your salad or dressing, it can also upset your stomach, as this is sour in taste, can lead to more acid reflux. We talk about another taste which is called pungent, that is a katu rasa. So if you're taking more of a spices such as black pepper, you're taking red chili, all these flakes, they can aggravate your stomach's heat and leading to more of acid reflux. And also adding too much of a pepper. Pepper is a pungent, so you're taking a black pepper, whether it's a long pepper, if you're adding it too much into your maybe pasta or maybe your sandwich, maybe your salad, this can also worsen reflux symptom by increasing heat in your body. The third important taste which I will talk about we should avoid is too much salty food. Yes, salty is a lavana rasa, and if you're taking too much lavana, that is salty, it also increases acid reflux. So excessive salt from snacks, so it makes sense. Chips, they are salty, pretzels, they are salty. So all these things, if you're taking too much of a chips or Doritos or anything which has too much salt, they can disrupt your digestive balance and contribute to acid reflux. Lastly, the more importantly is the lifestyle practices, because when we talk about the balanced state of health in Ayurveda says that if you're balanced Agni, you have a balanced doshas, your body is in optimum state of a balance. So that's how the definition of a health in Ayurveda is talked about. But the influence which are responsible for balancing your Agni, balancing your dosha is your lifestyle. So one is your ahara, that is food, which we talk about. Other is your vihara. Vihara means lifestyle. So if you have a lot of stress, high levels of stress can increase vata dosha, which in turn can trigger acid reflux symptoms. For example, if you're feeling too anxious, you have a job interview, you have a big presentation, there is just sort of a things going on in your mind, you're thinking too much, these all can worsen the acid reflux in your body. So you should avoid stress. It's not very conducive lifestyle for your body. Late night eating is not a good lifestyle, because if you are eating late meals around your bedtime, your digestive fire is very weak, because our body works like macrocosmos and microcosmos. Whatever is outside is inside. So when sun is down in the night, your digestive fire is too low to digest anything. It's more kind kind of working in rejuvenating your body and repairing your body. So eating a large meal close to bedtime can lead to reflux. So how you can picture it, it's like picture it having a hearty dinner and then lying down to sleep. So this can push undigested food, it can push that acid, that ama up in your esophagus, and that can cause discomfort. Smoking and alcohol. So again, alcohol has a properties which is hot in nature, which is subtle in nature, which is sharp in nature, which is liquid in nature. So all these properties contribute to the properties of Pitta dosha. Alcohol has another important property which is called subtle properties, which increases Vata dosha. So increasing Vata and Pitta vitiated push by the Vata dosha into your esophagus. It can relax your LES, lower esophageal sphincters, allowing acid to escape up and causing heartburn. Similarly, smoking worsen it even more. So nicotine weakens the LES, boosts the acid production, making acid reflux symptom much more worse. So not following the right way of eating food can also cause acid reflux. So this is very, very important. In Ayurveda, there are many ways, right ways they have talked about taking the food etiquettes, how you should take food according to your body type, food according to your age, food according to your current health issues that you're going through, food according to geographical area. So not following the right way of eating food can also cause acid reflux. For this, you can see the detailed video. I have talked about all these factors in the food related videos, which can help you a lot, and the link is given in the description below. So struggling with acid reflux can be frustrating, but knowing which foods to avoid can make a huge difference. So if you found this video eye-opening, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more actionable healthy tips. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. We are here to help you live your best and healthiest life. So if you have more questions about managing acid reflux, please write them in the comment box. Thanks for watching, and here is for the happier, reflux-free you. And love to all the beautiful souls out there. Namaste.